But let's quickly go through what are the, I think the last few days for us to search on, to grab on the promotion, yeah. So just probably do some recap over here. Let me share my screen. Sharing screen, okay. Okay. Okay, let me put this down. Okay, put it down here. Okay. I need to remove this. Okay, so we have this new body gut reset program. Actually, body key, we have actually a few pack start kit that we can actually run on for PWP. So in summary, we have two over here. Is one of them is the body key gut reset program, and then we also have the upgraded jumpstart kit as well. So one is the starter pack for gut reset and jumpstart kit for 60 days. So we can do a PWP. PWP, there are a few options of PWP. We have this, you can actually use 100 ringgit to buy 2 health screening passes, which actually worth 300 ringgit for that 2 health screening passes. And also you can actually buy a single one with 60 ringgit to buy 1 health screening passes, which is worth 150 each. Or you can actually opt for PWP. Let me see. Okay, let me get a pointer. Or you can actually opt for PWP with limited edition on Nutrient Portable Blender. You can buy on the, you can choose to buy both, to opt for both, take on PWP, both PWP, or you can choose any one of them. So the details will go down as below. So what are the items inside the body key startup pack on the gut reset edition? So these are the items, these are the products that you can opt for. And also you can also for the body jumpstart kit, these are the products, these are the items that you can actually inside this pack size. Yeah, so for the gut reset edition, it is a new limited edition, while the upgraded jumpstart body key jumpstart kit, it is a new launch, extended from the old jumpstart kit. Yeah. So this is the detail on the PWP. So we have this Neutralite Portable Blender, very useful. It's actually on the go to bring along. And with also just now I mentioned about the PWP, a health screening passes. Health screening passes, you can buy one at 60 ringgit, or you can buy two passes, probably for your spouse or for your mother or father at 100 ringgit. Yeah, so it's very worth. These are the PWP that you can actually write on when you are buying the gut reset edition startup pack body key, or body key the upgraded jumpstart kit. Okay, let's go down. Hold on, I think my screen stuck. Okay. And another PWP also for body key jumpstart kit, you can actually opt for at this month promotion. You can actually do the PWP on in-body dial with 600 ringgit, and this in-body weighing scale is actually worth at 1,500 ringgit. And what is actually for the jumpstart kit, we actually had it upgraded. We have the upgraded body key jumpstart kit available this month onwards. So what are the differences and what are the new inside this upgraded body key jumpstart kit? So we have the new 14-day gut reset guide with an instructional videos to support our gut reset journey. And it also has this another additional product, which is Salmon Omega Complex 60 soft gel to fill in the omega-3 fatty acids dietary inside this body key jumpstart kit. And also compared to previously, it is very value pack in terms of price. Yeah. And for this also, ICU, this is typically for this is a lutein to actually specialize on improving our eyesight. So botanical beverages berries with lutein. Well, currently we have only 10 stick pack. Right now we have a pack size of 30 stick pack. So this is a new extension a pack size. So we can actually buy it with a saving of 10 ringgit and 50 cents. And we have new launch in Malaysia. So we have this muesli, usually organic muesli 400 gram. It is available now. And we have this also, the tropical herbs Alceha botanical beverage dates, pomegranate extract, habitus soda extract, olive fruit extract with honey. So this is a great health product. So this is available also this month, tropical herbs from tropical herbs. Yeah. So we have actually launched this earlier on Artistry Studio Skin. This is a new range of Artistry Skin range, various range from the cleanser, toner, moisturizer, and it has also other treatment items such as also the support items like the cleanser, makeup remover, and the eye serum, and also the ampoule, and then the acne treatment and clearing gel as well. So with this also, Artistry Studio Skin products, when you buy 250 worth of products, you can actually get to buy PWP tumbling tower block game at 5 ringgit only, and which this tumbling tower block game was 80 ringgit. And with Artistry products, not limited to this Artistry Studio Skin, any Artistry products, when you buy worth purchase of 400 ringgit, you can get to buy this special limited edition Artistry Edit backpack at 58 ringgit. And this backpack actually was 80 ringgit, 250 ringgit. And for the home tag, Atmosphere Sky, when you buy one Atmosphere Sky or Atmosphere Mini, you can get to buy purchase intelligent auto sensor smart dustbin at 15 ringgit, which is worth 230 ringgit. This is for Atmosphere Sky. And when you buy the mini, you can get to buy purchase for this smart dustbin at 45 ringgit. And for the multifunction pressure cooker Noxa, so when you buy one purchase, you can actually get to have this gift a purchase, lock and lock. You have 2 pieces lock and lock container. And yes, this month we have started this Ramadan month, which actually signaling the shower, the Raya Puasa is coming in next month. So we have this special gift pack, the Ramadan gift pack. So do actually grab hold of it. Start to actually purchase it when you want, plan for the gift purchase. It will be going to, normally for the gift set or a mooncake set, it will be actually out of stock very, very soon. So do grab hold. We have two variant, two packaging of the gift sets. And also we want to highlight on the annual product price revision for home tech. So home tech products and some of the personal shoppers catalog products like Noxa rice cooker and Noxa pressure cooker, Noxa food steamer. And our home tech like eSpring water spring, Atmosphere. So it will be actually going to have a price adjustment from moving from April onwards. Yeah, so to take note. So please write on those who actually has been planning on to buy the Atmosphere especially. So remember that there's a promotion for now. So do grab hold of the promotion and with the current price before the price increase in April. Okay, and upcoming one, just to give everyone a heads up, for Neutralite also. So there will be a price adjustment, also price increase in May month. Access Artistry and some of the personal shopper catalog to average in May month. So for the for Neutralite, the May month increase will be on the functional food and beverages supplements, and for the tablet soft gel supplements, price will get increased in July 2023. So this is a heads up for all of us. So to plan well on the purchase, and maybe we want to remind our customers that on the price increase as well. Okay, now we come to Singapore. So for Singapore, we have this new launch, Neutralite Joint Booster with Protein. So so you can actually get this new product right now. So it has all the new formulation on dual peptide soy and pea, and the major one is that actually it helps to build the muscle around the joint muscle, and then it will actually help to reduce the joint discomfort. So it comes with both the building the muscle and help on the joint booster. So this is a new launch, and we have this bundle pack as well, bundle in a very special price at $161 with the joint booster with protein, and then the joint health supplement, and also the CalMag, calcium magnesium D plus. And when you purchase the bone and joint health solution, you will receive a complimentary the consultation special for joint assessment, and you can actually know more about your bones and joint health status. So when this is when a complimentary when you actually buy the bone and joint health solution. And this is also a limited launch special. When you buy bone and joint health solution during the launch of this month, you can enjoy 30% of saving for one purchase of new Advanced Double X refill. And Singapore does also have this artistry studio launch, and then these are all do actually grab hold of these new launch products of all the range. And another new promotion will be the Virgo Arabian Dates. So we have the Virgo Premium Exotic Arabian Dates, and also it has in a twin pack, the Virgo Dates twin pack with almonds and apricots. So this is a new promotion, and for the new launch of Artistry Studio as well for the range. And then this month as well, for until 31st March, we have this Singapore will have this Neutralite overall promo. So once you buy every purchase of $320, you can get Under Armour sports accessory at only $10. So the ranges are at the above here. You have the travel key, you have the crossbody, you have the shoe bag at $10 only. And now, so for Artistry Skin Nutrition, so Artistry 3-step sets for hydrating the skin nutrition 3-step sets, you can enjoy 5% of savings for this month. With every, and then you can actually get to buy, purchase Artistry Dermasonic machine at only $160. And also this month, Neutralite is going to collaborate with Republic Polytechnic on a certification course on customized nutrition certification course for the member, for MA member, for the ABO. Okay, and also Singapore Leadership Conference will be having 2 awards for the top recruitment awards. So for those who actually, the awards will be given to the top 5 outstanding performance in sponsoring new ABO. There's one award, and also another award will going to be given to top 5 outstanding performance in sponsoring new APC. So it goes by the platinum group, and there are 2 phases for the these awards. So phase 1 is currently running at January until March, and the second phase will be from April to June. And for MWay new annual renewal, so for renew your ABO ship for only $10. Okay, so after renewal, also you will get an e-coupon worth $10. So with a minimum total value of $10 in within 60 days from the renewal. Okay, and for all MWay privileged customers, ABC, whenever you buy, whenever ABC purchase $300 and above, they were entitled for 10 times M points. Say example, you spend 300, you will get a total of 3,000 M points. Yeah, so this is for until 31st March. And because when you collect the M points, for every 900 M points, you'll be entitled for $5 e-coupon. And this is the details for the top recruitment awards for Singapore Leadership Conference. So there are 5 prizes over here. So for the top 5 outstanding, will get 500, 400, 300, and 200 and 100 dollar each prize for the each prizes. So there are 2 phases, Jan to March and April to June. So those who actually are actively doing sponsoring, so please don't give up. There's another phase. There's another cutoff until 31st March. Then there's another phase in April and June. Okay, so for those who actually sign up as a new ABO, will get a brand experience and premiums. Yeah, and then also for experience MWay brand experience consultation, you can get a consultation experience for only $100 is for Nutrite Health experience or Artistry Beauty experience. Okay, so now for sponsor and activate new ABO program. This program has been extended. Previously, it actually announced until 28th February. So this program has been extended. So whenever you actually sponsor new Singapore ABO, so you ABO and this new ABO, you influence them or you encourage them or you teach them, guide them to use how to actually use up to build 60 PPV, you will get 20 e-coupon for each new ABOs. So you must sponsor, the criteria is you must sponsor minimum 2 Singapore new ABO with 6 PPV each month. So whenever the new ABO, they are able to spend and create 60 PPV, or they actually retail and create 60 PPV, you will get $20 e-coupon each for the new ABO. So if let's say you got 2, you entitle 40. And if let's say you got 3 qualifiers, you will entitle 60 MWay e-coupons. Yeah, so for Singapore ABO. And so these are the new ABO experience program, just how we mentioned, that do encourage them and how to do the sponsoring and what are the e-coupon and product experience e-coupon as well. So for APC also, it is there are e-coupon available and product experience e-coupon available also when you sign up as an APC. And coming to Indonesia, so for Indonesia, we have this Nutrilite promotion. So for every purchase of Nutrilite worth of 1.3 million rupiah, so you get to purchase this luggage bag at 399,000 rupiah. Okay, and for Artistry, this is new item, multi defense UV protect SPF 50+. So this is launched in March, so you can get it right now. And for the home tech products, Atmosphere Eastspring, Atmosphere Drive, and the Queen Cookware. So we have this promotion, the installment without the interest, yeah. So you can do 3 months installment, 6 month installment, and 12 month installment, depending on each item. So somebody actually offers 6 months and 12 months, yeah. So you can actually start to buy now. You can actually get into the installment program. And there is a TikTok, a social media challenge in TikTok. So to get the ABOs to be active in actually spreading the news via the social media challenge. So do actually check out more information to participate to win the prizes over here for the social media challenge. And then we have this buy now, pay later for Indonesian market, Indonesian promotion. So this buy now, pay later will be extended to 31st May 2023. Yeah. And then when you buy a minimum of 1 million rupiah, you will get a 5% discount with maximum until 500,000 rupiah. And when you get to buy until 2.5 million rupiah, you will get a promotion doing an installment plan with a tenure of 3 months. Okay, so for the sign up, the new sign up, you will get e-coupon of 25,000 rupiah. And when the new sign up get to buy the first purchase of 700,000 rupiah. Okay, so this is program for the new sign up for ABO and the ABC. Okay, so they are the sponsoring ABO sponsoring 2.0 program. It extended until 30th April, and then Call Plus also to get more information on this as well, and to how to write on this program. So okay, so I'll quickly go through all the promotions. So this is the highlight, especially on the March one, we do not have much time left. So please get, especially for Malaysian market, on the home tag, on the price increase, please grab hold on it. So this is the last month to go, yeah. So for the next, I would like to, today we have two special speakers I would like to invite. So the first speaker will be Weillun. So Weillun is actually, I think a lot of people know of him. So he is a psychologist, actually giving a lot of passion and having doing a lot of improvement on autistic children, has been patiently improving the autistic children while building the Amway business on a part-time basis with his family members. And we know him as a leader with a good heart. He has a very, very good, excellent serving attitude, always contributing to help the team and to actually giving his best effort to in order to grow with the team. So today, Weillun is going to share with us on another health topic on obesity and its consequences. So help me to welcome Weillun with 888 to let Weillun to share with us on his topic today. Weillun, over to you.
I think we don't log off suddenly. We have to wait a while.
Okay, Weillun.
Yeah.
Some technical issue, everyone. Please hold on a while.
Oh, Weillun mentioned that his laptop is shutting down. Don't know why. So wait for a while, he said.
Okay, let's just wait for a while for Weillun.
Yeah. He's going to share on obesity, right, today?
Yes, obesity and its consequences.
So if any one of you have any questions, you can type it in the chat box. Later on, Weillun will be most happy to answer. Yeah. I think it's a very hot topic nowadays. Talk about weight loss and weight management. Yeah. Feeling well and all that. Yeah. Especially after the pandemic, everybody can come out to eat. That include. I'm talking about myself. Okay. I'm not talking about anyone else. Okay. Myself. So I put on, I think, a few kg. Especially I went to KL recently. I think I put on even more kilos. Yeah. So I think maybe it's time for me, not for you, for me, to do some so-called fat management program. Not weight management. Very sensitive, Fat management, that sounds better. They can eat more, ma. If you look at the weighing machine, you still stay the same, Wow, so sensitive, So myself, fat management, it sounds so much better. Yeah, it's so much easier to do also. Yeah. So basically, it's just to build muscle. Yeah. So yeah, we wait for Weillun to come. Don't know what happened. Maybe the internet over there also have a bit of challenge. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah. Oh, we have Lin Yo here. Hi, Lin. Lin, she's a nutritionist. So, and she's so slim. She's another person who can answer any questions, that you have pertaining to obesity,
Obviously.
Yeah. And then
I think Weillun is back.
so-called.
I think he's trying to log in.
Okay, over to you. Okay, good.
Good, thank you, Casey.
I just fill in the gap only. Okay, I'm only a calibre here, all right? Okay, Weillun, over to
Yes,
you.
we have
Thank you.
Weillun
Okay,
here.
thank you very much, Miss
Weillun,
Casey
always.
and our MC, Chin Chin. I'm so sorry suddenly.
No worries.
Into
You okay right now? You
the
okay right?
laptop suddenly so excited, shutting down.
You're so waiting for that, right? So everyone,
Okay,
let's give it 8 flower to Weillun. Welcome him back again.
okay,
So
thank you
let him
very much,
share.
everyone.
You may share your screen now. We are so anticipating
Okay,
your topic. Okay,
okay,
over
thank
to
you very much. Thank you, Ras. Thank you very much, our awesome MC, Miss Chin Chin. Okay, first of all, let me thank our dear founders, Diamond Everintime, and our late Diamond Janet for providing this platform for us to learn and grow together. And also, don't forget to our upline mentor, Tony and Casey from Jakarta and Singapore, who always supported us from far away until we are today. Okay, without further ado, let me share my slide today. Okay. Today's topic will be common topic already, so maybe it won't be much share. Okay. Okay, if my slide is coming up, can someone please type 111? Thank you. Coming out lah. Okay.
Yes, it's up. It's only not in presentation mode only, Weillun.
Okay. Let me have in presentation mode first, yeah. Today's topic about obesity and the consequences. So, yep, lagging.
The time is 20 o'clock.
Okay, where is it? This here. Okay. Yep. So today's topic is about obesity and the consequences. Okay, which we already know. So first of all, let me talk about what is obese. Okay. Oh no, slide. A bit lagging, everyone. Okay, so what is obesity? So first of all, let us see what is obesity is all about. Okay, what is the? Okay, so sorry, the animation why not coming out? Oh no. Wait, let me present from here. I'll come here today. Okay, so basically, overweight and obese are defined as the abnormal or the excessive fat accumulation. So the key point here is the excessive fat accumulation that present a risk to our own health. So, in other words, another meaning for obese is chronic diseases with a multifactorial etiology, because it includes genetics, environment, metabolism, lifestyle, and behavioral component, which include all together become obese. So, in the long-term way, obesity will lead to reduce life expectancy and increase the health problem. So, here the picture of the obese. So we are what we eat is the key point here. So if we eat a lot of fat and the fat accumulate, okay, it will lead to overweight and then to obese. Let me try to share again, yeah, everyone. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, here is it, yeah. So sorry, everyone. Okay. Yep. So in the picture, we can see obesity. We all know already. In the long term, obesity will lead to multifactorial diseases. Okay. Later we'll see one by one. So how to determine we are obese or not obese? There are 4 factors here. Okay, the first one is count our body mass index or BMI. Okay, the second one will be the body fat percentage. The third one will be the visceral fat, how many percentage in our body, and then the last one will be the waist hip ratio. So these 4 percentage and the BMI will determine are we obese or not obese. Yep. So the first one will be the 4 main determinants. What are they? Yeah, this is it. The body mass index or the BMI, how to calculate, is from our weight in kg and then divided by our head, okay, in meter. Okay, so for example, my weight is 60, my height is around 165, so it will be around 30 something maybe. Okay, so am I included in overweight or obese? Okay, so count by yourself, everyone. Okay, so if we are obese, they have the grade. Okay, grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3. So meaning will be the mild stage, okay, to the severe stage. And then the second one will be the body fat percentage. Okay, for male, it will be around 25%, and then for the female will be around 32%. So if you are an athlete, it will be 6 to 13% for men, and then if you are a woman, it will be 14 to 20. So this is for the healthy people, and then this for the general. Okay, one. Okay, continue. Yep, this is it. The picture of our healthy liver and the unhealthy liver on the right side. Yeah. The third determinant and the fourth will be the visceral fat and the waist hip ratio. So what is visceral fat? It will be the excess intra-abdominal adipose tissue accumulation. So it is known as a deep fat that is stored further underneath our skin, right around our major organs. So the healthy visceral fat will be around 1 to 9, standard, okay? And then if our visceral fat is already exceed 9, it will be 10 to 14, it will be already high. And if you are above 15, it will be very, very high and very, very risky already. Okay. And then the fourth one will be the waist hip ratio. How to count? Is your waist length in centimeter divided by your hip length in centimeter. So for the man, will be around 0.95 above, and then for female will be 0.68 above. Will be at risk of unhealthy health problem. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next one will be how will the obesity world statistic nowadays? Okay, so obesity worldwide nowadays is around 2.1 billion. So nearly 30% of the world population are now in obese and overweight stage. Okay, we can see in every year will be increasing around 9 to 10%, and we can see the country with the most obese. Our country itself will be ranked 10th. Okay, yep, this is it. So over 3 million people each year will die from obesity. So if we know how to take care of ourselves, how to maintain our weight, so we can take care of our loved one and our friend and family. So worldwide obesity rate nowadays already tripled. The statistic will be taken from 1975 until 2020, and then the average range starts from at the age of 5 will be counted already. So This, how to say that? This disease is also called pandemic, okay, itself. Although our pandemic already become endemic, but obesity will always be our pandemic. Okay, continue. So what causes obesity? This is it. You are what you eat. Excessive food, greediness to take intake of the food, and then we are not in the knowledge of the food intake as well. We take whatever we like to take. This is it. The second one, okay, so the first one will be the poor diet or the lifestyle choices, meaning you don't count your calorie intake, and then you're not carefully chosen your food, meaning you choose a lot of carbo and processed food, sugar and fat instead of protein, fiber, and such. So the amount of calorie consumed is way more than the calorie burn. So after taking food, we are not exercising. As a result, it will be accumulate as our weight increase and increasing. So due to availability of high fat of junk food, usually high calorie fast food that creates addiction and overeating. So junk food usually creates let us crave for food, right? Addiction and overeating. The second one will be the poor food choices we know already just now. Refined carbohydrate, processed food, sugar, and alcohol, okay, gradually leads to obesity. The second will be lack of physical activity. So thanks to our dear upline also, Ms. Casey and the founders itself, every Sunday we still have our fun fit. Okay, so if you are lack of physical activity, you may come to join us. We welcome everyone to join us. So, okay. The third one will be the genetic problems. How genetic will lead to obesity. The first one will be create a low basal metabolic, the BMR, and the leptin deficiency in the body. Give the body instruction to body signal and change in its environment, and then affects our storage of fat distribution. So this include the genetic, and then the last one will be the medication. The pharmaceutical drugs, so certain drugs, okay, will alter the function of our body and brains, which reduce the number of calorie burn or increasing our appetite. For example, like the diabetic medication or the other medication for mental illness. And then the hormone pills also will disturb, okay, the function of our brain and body. Yep, this is it. Okay, let us continue. So the consequences of obesity, that's how we know already. How to count our own weight. Are we in obese or not? The second one will be what causing. The third one will be the consequences of obesity. So yeah, we know already obesity actually is a ticking time bomb, a very dangerous pandemic, because it will cause all this, okay, to our body. 30% dementia, 100% heart failure, 105% high blood pressure. So if you get disease, if you get obese, you get so many bonus. Yeah, and then sclerosis, and then 33% of asthma, 50% of diabetes, and then 10% of cancer. Yeah, this is it. Overweight and obese, and then the cancer risk of awareness. This is it. For breast, kidney, bowel, and womb will okay, and then for the breast, kidney, bowel, and womb. This for man, male and female. Yeah. Okay. So this okay. Continue. Yep. This is the friend of obese, meaning if you get obese, we will get these three bonuses. The first one will be the high blood glucose. Happen when the body is not properly using or does not make enough insulin. What is insulin? Insulin is the one hormone that control the sugar and the glucose in our body. So if insulin is disturbed, it will be characterized in diabetic. So the major symptom when a person is diabetes, headache, tiredness, blurred vision, and frequent urination. The second one will be high blood pressure occur when there is a resistance in the narrow arteries of our blood vessels. So when we eat a lot of junk food, excessive fat, it will be narrow our arteries and it will lead to heart diseases. The main symptom already you know, the shortness of breath, dizziness, and chest pain. This is the statistic of people getting high blood glucose, the statistic of people getting high blood pressure, and then the last one, the high blood cholesterol, a condition that causes the level of certain bad fat and lipids to be too high in the blood. So our LDL level will build up with the cholesterol, form the plaque, and leads to arteriosklerosis. There are no symptoms in people with high blood cholesterol. The detection through routine scattering and regular blood test is here. So regular checkup is a must if you want to know how our HDL and our LDL level. Okay. So how to overcome obesity? Very short one. Healthy diet and nutrition is a must already. How to change our diet into a healthy one? The first one will be the choice of food. How we can choose a good choice of our food, meaning we need to learn from someone who knows how to take good nutrition to our body. The second one will be the high protein diet. Limit the consumption of sugar, change to single cup to complex cup, and then increase the fiber intake, meaning you take enough of fruit, vegetables, okay, whole grains and nuts, for example, and then you drink sufficient amount of water. So change any kind of water into pure water instead. Okay. The second one will be the active lifestyle, meaning you need to get moving. If you are people who are lack of moving, you need to get up and move nowadays, and then engage in the regular and consistent physical activity. For example, walking, running, or also you can join us in our cardio and workout session in Sunday, or you go to the gym for the cardio and strength training. 60 minutes a day for children, and then for adult will be 150 minutes in a week. And then for, of course, avoid stress. And then the last one will be get enough sleep, 6 to 8 hours a day. Yep. And don't forget, if you hard to find this kind of food, we have Nutrilite here to fill in the gap for everyone. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay, this is a little bit of example of healthy option for our own breakfast, the Nutrish shake. How to make this kind of healthy breakfast? We have protein, body key, lecithin, and fiber. You blend together. Okay, have because this four will be let you have enough of protein, complex carb. Okay, and then have the lecithin and fiber. Lecithin to emulsify your fat in our arteries and our blood vessels, and then the fiber will give you the proper nutrition. So these four things will be in low in calories, fat, and cholesterol, because our body and protein will be no artificial flavor, no artificial colorants, and no artificial sweeteners. And then of course our protein will be the lactose free and then suitable for the vegetarian as well. So help lessen the feeling of hunger when you take this in enough of milliliters, and then enable us to meet the daily protein intake requirement. Okay. For adult will be 1 kg per gram protein. Okay. For people who are fitness or athletes will be more than 1 kg. It will be more than 1 gram. Sorry, will be more than 1 gram. Okay. Yep. Okay. Obesity to losing weight. If you are in the obese state or overweight, you want to lose weight, of course, you need to enjoy the time, enjoy the process, and then it takes time, not instant. It takes time, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, according to how your habits of eating and how your activity habits. So set a realistic targets. For example, in 1 month you want to lose 1 to 2 kg is achievable, and set the small goals, not the big goals. Okay, and then of course you modify your lifestyle habit, get to move around slower. For example, nowadays you start to walk. Okay, instead of sitting down, you start to walk, doing the house chores, for example. And then the last two will be consistent, meaning you do this not in a 1 week or every how to say every xinjia, but you do it consistently every week, every day, and then you keep track on how your weight, your nutrition intake. And the last one will be patience. Be patient, because it takes a lot of time, and you need to process, you need to take full part of it, okay, to lose weight from obese. Okay, so a little bit for everyone. If you want to lose weight, a little bit quotes: work out, eat well, be patient, and your body will reward you. And then the last one, losing weight take time. Okay, this one, okay, 1 month to 5 months, and then the last one, patient there till month 1 to month 12. So the sooner you change your lifestyle, change your healthy habit, the sooner you achieve your target goals. Okay, so with that, thank you very much for your attention, for listening to my short sharing. I give back to our awesome host, Ms. Xin Jing. Thank you.
Thank you, Weillun. Let's give Weillun 222 for his awesome sharing. So we learned a lot, obesity. So there are 4 main determinants just now he mentioned. He actually shared about the BMI, because all along that we know about BMI, but we do not know about the other 3 the determinants on the obesity. So the another 3 will be the body fat percentage, and then the visceral fat also, and then the waist hip ratio. So these are the 4. And in order to actually to get to be on right track, we also need to have to change our habit, and in order to have the healthy diet and nutrition. And definitely the change will, like he said just now, Weillun said just now, the earlier that we change all the factors, then the earlier that we can get back to the right on track and normal track. So if let's say we previously we have this fat to feed session, we missed that program, and those who actually who seriously, please stay tuned that when we launch a program, please come to join us. And we have this Sunday session on the workout session. Those who want to get physically fit also, and can join us on the Sunday session. So without further ado, we have another the second awesome speaker. So I would like to do some little bit of introduction of this speaker. So he is a remarkable entrepreneur leader who has actually successfully built a strong team in his organization. So together with his wife Lily, they have actually a successful e-commerce business spanning around the globe, and creating residual income while helping many others to achieve their dreams. So let us help me to put 888 on the chat group to help me to welcome Mr. William Anthony. So Mr. William Anthony is going to share. He's sharing today on building depth in the business. So Mr. William, over to you, Mr. William.
Thanks, Xin Jing, for introduction. Weillun, that was really interesting, by the way. I learned quite a bit. Right, I got to bring my BMI down by 2.4. I'm now 27.5, so working on that. I'd like to thank Casey and Tony for the opportunity, especially Diamond Edwin and the late Diamond Janet, all right, for the opportunity to share. I only will share with you what I've learned, what I practiced, and if there's anything else you think is different, do not change anything until you check with your mentoring upline, okay? All right, okay. So I like to be more engaging rather than me just downloading them. So I like to ask a couple of questions. Has anybody here driven depth before? Anyone? You can raise your hand. Ah, yes. Casey, anybody else? Anyone else has driven depth before? Okay, Emway is actually spelled as D-E-P-T-H, depth. Depth gives you stability. Like a Chinese bamboo tree, they say, it takes years to grow because the foundations are being laid, and then it shoots up in about 2 weeks. That's a foundation. So I've broken one leg. That's basically Hobbing's leg, with 2 founders platinums and 3 platinums and a couple of silvers. All right. So depth driving is critical. But when I did depth driving initially, I didn't know how to do it. Why? Because I wasn't aware when to go depth, when not to go depth. It was to trial and error, basically. So has anybody had any challenges in driving depth? Anyone? Ellen? Have you tried driving depth, Ellen? Can you share can you unmute and share with me what was your challenges you faced?
First level.
Can't hear you, Ellen. I think you're muted, is it?
Yeah, I'm here already.
Okay.
You still can't hear? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can. Now it's a bit softer, but I still can hear you. Can, please.
Because I just started not long ago. So
All right.
I think my challenge is can you hear? Okay.
Can. Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. So my challenge is my first level.
Okay. What is the challenge are you having with the first level? What challenge are you having? Is it they are unwilling to share the name list, or what is the challenge are you facing with?
Yeah, I think name list is one of the biggest challenge, which I think is quite tough to get them to start. Yeah, because I think they still don't understand the importance of this name listing.
Okay, so let me share with you what I've done. All right, when I first started, I went 21 white. I had an upline with scrupulous, by the way, told me to do that, but I had no depth driving, no attending functions, nothing whatsoever. So the entire system is designed only for one reason, is to help people to make a decision. Kantikala will say, what do you call double diamond? Yeah, I will say that you put cookies along the way. You know cookies? You all remember Hansel and Gretel? They put the breadcrumbs along the way. Yeah, so they had to take up the breadcrumbs. You don't take it up, then it's no point you pushing them moving any further. So after driving depth, I came across Bilbridge CD, which is a CD I highly recommend. It's called 66866. A structure to go crown ambassador. Okay. Now when you first come inside, you put in 6 white as quickly as possible. 2 won't do anything. 2 become users, and 2 want to build the business. Now, how we do that? Very simple. We bring them to the PACE meeting. I'm going to start a physical PACE meeting again. We bring them to the open meeting. All right. And when they are there, what is going to happen is they will make a decision at that point in time. Now, what I do is I bring them to the PACE meeting. I bring them to the opportunity meeting, and I bring them to the Amway warehouse. Show them what is expected. Now, I've already built a relationship with them. If you know, by now, I already built a relationship with them. So they're more or less comfortable. They are more convinced. I never push them to buy any products at the point in time. I tell them, buy what you need. There's a voucher there given to you. You can use the voucher for future purchases. Try the products out first. And then what I ask them to do is to give me their handphone. Because understand one thing, you have to ask people, but tell them what to do. They don't know what to do. They give me their handphone, and I'll sit down, I'll write down all the numbers. I'll tell them I'm not going to call anybody. I'll list everything down. I'm going to give it back to you. Your job is very simple, to highlight the people at your age and higher level of education, and then we will decide who should we call. You see, when it's in the handphone, they don't know how many numbers they have. When they list it down, we're very surprised. I had one guy had 300 over numbers. We had 1 hour writing it. And then he's telling me I got in my pocket the summon number. I said, no. Yeah, we don't need anymore. Right now, let's work with the numbers you have. Now, of course, an easier way. Apple and Samsung has what do you call Excel. You can use the Excel and transport all the numbers across. All right. Email to yourself and to him. And then you can ask him to highlight the ones he thinks we should call, his level of age and higher, and then do a phone team with him. Every step of the way, you have to guide them. Why? Because they have no idea what they're doing. Someone once taught me this. She's a Great Eastern insurance salesperson. You know what a close is, Ellen? What a close. Okay, you have to ask for the order. You have to ask for the order. We will do I can do a very good presentation, trust me, but I'll never ask for the order because I'm assuming that they know what to do already. So this lady told me, William, can I teach you what to do? I said, sure, I want to learn. She sat down, she gave me the form and the pen, please fill up the details. Now, if they take up the form from you, that means they're ready to get started. If they don't take it up, there are some concerns. Take the form back. Are there any concerns that you have that I can address? Because they're buying signals along the way. And the biggest problem they have is they don't call my numbers because people don't want to be disturbed. I said, I'm not calling everybody. I can't do that. I'm not a telemarketer guy. I'm helping you to start a team. Recently, I set up one guy in my University of Newcastle alumni, and his parents said, I want to sell. I said, I'm not asking you to sell. I'm asking you to sit down with me to go through to help you to build a network. Can the parents do that? He's out of a job right now at this point in time. So it's telling people what to do. If you don't tell them what to do, they don't know what to do. So if you go 6 wide, you'll find at least one lah. Okay lah. Let's say assuming you can't find you go 6 more wide. Sure can find. Confirm. Sure can find. And what you do is I'll encourage you to bring your prospect to KC or to a home or whatever. Because you see, the key is this. This business is relationship. Very business relationship and trust, by the way. I always tell them along the way, I will not do anything to hurt your business. I'm not going to call anybody in your name list until you tell me to do so. And one of the things I discovered that works very, very, very well is phone teams. You and he sit down, and then you can just make a couple of calls, and you show them how to make a call. You don't know how to do form, F-O-R-M? Form. Form is, F is family. How's the family? You call someone, Ellen, I'll do a role play with you. Ellen Kenna, ring, ring. Hello, hi, how are you? Is that Ellen?
Good. Yes.
Hi, Ellen, how are you? How's the family?
Yeah, everyone is fine. Thank you.
Okay, so, it's occupation. How's your job?
Yep.
Okay, also,
Yes.
Okay, in his spare time, what are you doing, by the way? Helen, in his spare time, what do you do, Ellen?
So, spare time?
Yes.
I do sports.
Very good. Fantastic. I also do sports, by the way. But what I do now is I've taken some time off to create a secondary passive income. That is the recreation. Now I'm dropping the message. The message is, are you keen? In the pandemic period, many people lost their jobs. Are you keen to have a backup income? No investment is needed. Are you okay with that?
Sounds good.
Very good. I tell you what, I'm going to arrange with my mentor a time to meet up because she's a better person to explain because I'm very new in this business and I'm being guided by her. When is a good time for you? Tuesday or Wednesday evening for you? Which day is good for you? Tuesday or Wednesday? Yeah, you see, you always will take the second one. Always. You see that? So book the time and then you meet with your mentor and then you go through a very simple overview. I don't do the plan anymore. Nowadays, I do a very simple overview of a supply chain system. After that, I invite them to let's say, a PACE meeting, or I invite them to a, let's say, opportunity meeting. After these 2 meetings, I'll then invite them to Amway and walk them around to show them the products. If you see Kelvin, if Kelvin is there, you just grab him. I was there, he was there again as usual. We sat down, we had a good chat. So grab him and he will do the work for you, trust me. He's always there, 24 hours there. And then after that, you sit down, pick up the form, or you can use your handphone and fill up the information. And at that time, I'll tell them, do you want to be you have a couple of options available for you. You can be a small business, you can sell some products, or would you like me to help you to build a network for you? Yes. How would I do that? It's very simple. Take out a handphone, please. You see that? And then there is an app there called Transfer Names to Excel. You ask him to transfer everything and then ask him to highlight the ones we think we should call. Set a time for phone team, preferably before a PACE meeting or after a PACE meeting. Because the excitement is there, you see, when they go, not for the opportunity meeting, but for the PACE meeting. This is how one of my guys, Louis grew. He in fact had phone team almost every day with different lines he had. I said, why can't you combine everybody together? It'd be easier for you. All right. So if you do the first 6, what's going to happen? He's going to get excited, right? He's going to get excited by the way. I see my team is growing right now. I'll put in a little bit more effort. Now, what do you do then? What you did with him, you take out of the 6, 1 or 2 and drive depth. Same thing. You will call 20 names. My average, when I first started, I had 40 names. Nobody signed up. But what happened was, a friend of mine in church I met, and the whole thing started from there, by the way. So is to get into the momentum of doing things every day. So if you get someone to come, go 6, and then you go 6 down. The same rule applies. That if you go 6 wide, what's going to happen is you're going to find someone 1 or 2. If you go 6 down, will you find 1 or 2? The rule applies. The rule is very consistent, 6 wide or 6 depth. Now, if you go down in depth, Kanti Galau, Atit Kumar will say, or Kankan will say, break 6 to 8 platinums down in depth. When you do that, your business becomes very solid. And of course, now they're giving more money, as you know, and they also, Emerald bonus got depth bonus, and there's more money coming in. Last time they give you only pin breakers with the width. Now the GA award, the Global Achievement Reward, gives you depth also. That's how the pins actually went higher pins, not by width, by depth. They're also now recognizing people driving depth, by the way. So our functions are basically depth driving. All the functions that we're attending is depth driving. All right. There isn't a hard and fast rule when you must go depth. But when the person is open to giving you the name list, you are ready to go depth. Now, I will not say you're going to find someone there. I come across many people. I can't find anybody. Then what do? We start to do name list adding again. At the LinkedIn, Instagram, hello, hi. Most of my business, I'll be very frank with you, none of my family and friends ever joined. It's all total strangers. But my family and friends gave me an opportunity to practice on them, basically. So today, making a phone call is very, very easy, no problem. I've contacted India, China. I got one guy in China right now I'm working with. Hopefully, he's already signed up, by the way. All right, so working with him to get started. I can use Zoom. So many, many ways of doing it. But the depth is a stability. That's why if you see very carefully, Eleanor and many other people, many of the earlier platinums broke platinum because the upline was driving depth. When you go depth, what happens? All you got to do is 5,000 PV on the site. That's all right. But they don't know how to drive depth themselves. So after they go Founders Platinum, they go for the ALS strip, they come back, they can't break any more pins anymore already. Why? Because the upline is driving depth. But it is not their depth, it's the upline's depth. They're thinking it's their depth, it is not their depth. They have to drive 2 more legs in depth to go Emerald. If you go Emerald, every ALS you qualify for sure, confirm. Okay, I think I've answered my my depth question now. So any questions? Anybody got questions for depth driving? There isn't a magic or science behind it. It's the relationship you maintain with the IBO, and it's the IBO willing to build a network. And the decision only comes about, I'll be very frank with you, when they attend major functions. Without major functions, they can't make a decision because you know why? They don't see the big picture. If you know what I'm trying to explain to you. Why they get expositions and car shows and air shows. People all come together very concentrated. If you know what I mean. I met the country manager, William Wong, 2nd December 2002 to clear my doubts. 3rd December, I signed up. Though I signed up people, I wasn't really active. After I attended a function in MCA Hall in Malaysia, Dr. Wong's group, I saw 1,000 over people. I came back, I decided to build it. My upline never helped me. I did it by myself. You know what I mean? So I went platinum. I didn't requalify again. After I met Kankan, I requalified Founders Platinum. I didn't inform him, but kind of one day I mentioned to him. He was very happy. And I said, thank you, Kankan, for helping me. You know, Kankan told me, I didn't do anything for you. You did everything by yourself. It's true. The CDs and the books helped me a lot. And one thing, of course, his belief in me to get it done, by the way. So you got to have belief in people, at the same time, bring them to functions. And I hope that we can start physical functions as quickly as possible. That is where the real magic takes place when they see the physicality. They see you meet people, hello, hi, and how we had the review last year. People who are doing Zoom meetings are having a lot of stress now. Too much of Zoom meetings. It is very impersonal. It's no more a personal. And this business is a very personal touch. All right? Okay. So any questions? I think I'm done. Simple. You got questions? I can answer. Any burning questions, Alan?
Mr. William?
So good.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, Chin Chin.
Yeah, I may miss some points just now. Just now you're mentioning while driving the dab, right? So what is the best practice to see when we're driving the dab, how many generation down that we can actually start to build, because width also important, the new lane.
Yes, correct.
What
You
is your
must do
best-
depth. Okay, my mistake. Huh? When I went width, I went depth, and I only focused on one leg because everybody in the leg came to me. I went platinum and Farnus platinum. The mistake I made was I didn't keep my width. I must grow my width at the same time.
at the
Width
same
and
time?
depth, width and depth goes simultaneously. That's why it's called 5 nights a week. In my head, I had this illusion that, hey, 6 legs, 6 nights, where got time? You can combine the legs. One leg breakaway will be independent. The 2, 3 legs can combine together and grow them together. So width and depth is simultaneously so that you don't lose momentum. Why? Very simple. Kankan said this to me. When you're breaking a pin, who is the next pin watching you on the stage? You got nobody watching you, no pin breaking. So when you break, who's the next platinum breaking below you? When you go for platinum, who's the next guy going below you? You must always have that in mind, no? That's how you always work with a person. When Hong Meng all this broke platinum, I did a lot of very little work. In the beginning, yes, a lot of work. I had to call, make appointments, go for their plans, do the plans for them. Ultimately, they came to a point in time where Nadoni said, how are you going to duplicate yourself? So I made them do themselves. The fear of they're not doing a good job, cannot. Let them make their own mistakes. They say, I'm sorry, I'm coming late. Can you start the meeting first? I'll come and I'll wrap up. Testimonial, that kind, I wrap up. So I discovered a way of building people up. Let them make the mistakes. It's okay. Never mind. You follow? But at the same time, you must also have your width. Why? When you break pins below you, your width is observing. Hey, my turn coming. Okay, please come and work with me. Then they'll ask you, come and work with me and work below my line. You understand? If you've got nobody in your width, no point. So it goes simultaneously. Because once you've already driven 12 and you're driving 12 down, oh, trust me, it's a piece of cake after that. You know why? You keep calling, connect the people up. I even had name lists, which I never even touched even. I just went down and then I used the name list to call them, which is a mistake. Basically, because we're not interested, by the way. I wanted some names, but it was a mistake. Work with the people who want the business now. The ones who are not ready, it's okay. Put them on the bench and say, don't worry about it. When they're ready, they come. Just invite them for the next function, the next function, the next function. When they are ready, they will make a decision. You don't decide for them what they need to do. What you could do is closely with your mentor, ask your mentor what you think they might need, maybe a book or a CD or something they might need for them to make a decision. The idea is to help them to make a decision. Now, this is my personal experience. I do a lot of coaching, as you know, and my coaching sessions can go 4 or 5 hours. And I was called. I now know I'm known as an advice monster. I give plenty of advice. After that, they don't do anything. I was wondering why. I attended a coaching program last year, done by one of my friends. It's called the Worldwide Association of Business Coaches. It's under also ICF. I'm also being accredited, by the way. I discovered something. What I was doing was completely wrong. Coaching is not telling people what to do. Coaching is asking people what they want to do. What do you want? I've been doing that a couple of times in a couple of sessions, if you remember. With Alan also, I did a couple of times. I asked them, what do you want? A coach is like a belayer. The coachee is the climber. I am the belayer. They drop, I catch them with a rope. You understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. So there's a technique, a book I highly recommend called The Coaching Habit. It's a very good book. And The Tao of Coaching. The Tao of Coaching is very good. It teaches you how to coach. I didn't know about this. So I went for the course to learn. I discovered a lot of things. I also coached not a few clients. I work with them. I mean, they are coaches for CEOs. They charge a very large amount. And the coaches hold the CEOs accountable for what they do, which Brooke White never taught us how to coach. And that taught me. So coaching is not giving advice. Coaching is asking people what they want to do. My mistake was When someone comes in, I make them into an entrepreneur. No, cannot. The 953 BIB is too much for them. Cannot. I discovered this. Now, I never introduce a 953 BIB at all. I keep it very simple. I just recommend a few books to them. I keep it very simple. If they really, really want to be an entrepreneur, then I tell them, what are you willing to do? When they come forward and say, yes, this is what I'm willing to do, trust me, the action that they will take is far more massive than you telling them what to do. That is my personal experience, which I only can share at this point in time. Chin Chin, answer your question?
Yes, definitely. It's
Okay.
pretty simplified and localized, I would think that.
Yeah. I would encourage you, listen to 66866. Going 32 White. It's a very simple CD listen to. I listen to it a lot of times. And I like Charlie Dawson's overview. How to do an overview. Simple. Nowadays, my plan is very simple. I don't have that slides, nothing of the sort. I call my business a gig economy. Pandemic period, we have gone through. Let's start something, because online shopping has increased tremendously. In China, you can see the biggest market for Amway, by the way. I think Patrick put up an article there, I remember. All right. So it's a huge industry. And we are only at what? We are only at 8 billion with 3 million distributors. It's a $200 billion industry. Potential for growth, huge, very huge. So there is no way you can go wrong. The key is this. The key is to keep doing what you're doing and sharpen your axe, sharpen the saw. You keep doing, repeating, and having a good communication with your upline and telling them what is going on in your life and let them know that this is what I'm doing, and keep doing the work. Because I'll tell you one thing, at the end of the day, I also felt like quitting a couple of years ago. But I realized something. If not this, then what? I'm not getting any younger, by the way. And in times when I wasn't doing anything at all, bare minimum, you get $1,000 income. Not bad, because you know why? I had my width. People who have no width have all dropped out. All my uplines gone already, by the way, because they have no width. I went on width. I focus on my width. But I focus on one big leg. I call that my elephant leg. Hong Meng says my elephant leg, which I should actually work on other legs as well. So I learn from my mistakes, and I make sure that I give time to all, because you got 7 days a week. Okay, Chin Chin?
Yes.
Okay, Alan, any questions, Alan?
Very clear. Thank you.
Okay, so you can drive depth tomorrow, huh? Depth is the key. No, depth is the key. Yeah, look at our diamonds. They are relaxing because the depth is growing. Even my upline diamond Gladstone is an EDC. He's an EDC. He's under the GV network, but he's not doing anything. So it is depth. That's the key. And depth will grow with or without you. Of course, must kickstart lah. You don't kickstart, it won't work lah. Okay. Okay. Any other questions y'all have? Anybody? Bay? I think you texted something. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Clear explanation. Okay. Anybody got any questions? If you don't have, I'll hand it back to Chin Chin.
Thank you so much, Mr. Weillun. That's an awesome, I think that's a personal experience, best practices that Mr. Weillun has actually gone through it, the mistake. He also shared the mistake that he bumped into, and he actually gives some piece of advice not to go through that mistakes again. So we learned the gist of the cake, right? The gist of the cake. Thank you so much, Mr. Weillun, for that sharing.
Welcome.
Right. So before we end the night, we have I will pass this session back to our Diamond to do the closing, and after the closing, we have an announcement to make. So back to Diamond Edwin for your closing speech.
Thank you, Ching Ching, and all can hear me.
Ken.
Yes.
My voice tonight is very sexy. It's okay as long as you can hear me. Then it's okay. So okay. Thank you, Weillun, and also William. Give a very this ocean speak tonight. William talk about how to keep fit, how to keep healthy, and our William is talking about how to build the business in a very strong and very deep and important. This is important. These two things are important. First is ourselves have to be very strong and healthy. Then the other one is our business have to really very strong and can last long. This is important. But I want to share my experience. To make these two things happen, of course, we need time. So when talk about time, you have to put effort to make it happen. Without time to make it happen, there's no way. So when talk about time, so I want to share some important thing about time management. Time management actually to help you to reach your goal. Whether you want to have your healthy goal or business goal is the same. So if you really know how to organize your time management, you really can reach there. This is important. But of course, you have to important. You must know your goal first. If your goal is not strong and not very clear, that means your dream is not big enough. Your dream is not very clear. So you have to know your goal, what you want in life. Number one is important. Then number two, when you talk about management, time management, you have to understand how you currently spend your time. This is important. A lot of people, they don't know what, they spend time for nothing. So now you have to understand how you currently spend your time. This is important. And also you have to prioritize well and have to manage your time. This is important. I mean, you have to set prioritize which one is important. So this is important. Then everything you have to plan ahead. When you plan ahead, then only you can see your goal. Then only you can decide where to go. So you have to plan ahead. Then really, a lot of time we make a mistake. We never set time limit to our repeating tasks. That means those things that we keep on repeating doing. So we spend a lot of time to doing that. But we have to spend time for that. It's important, but we have to limit the time. That is my experience. Because when I build Amway business, also I have my own business. So time to me is very little, limited. So I have to really plan very well. Then protect your time for the valuable thing to do. This is important. So example, you know why a lot of people you see they put a lot of effort in the business, but yet they're still not successful because they lack of this time management. They thought they put enough time, put enough effort in, they were successful. No, there's no way. But you have to really make sure that you must organize your time. You know, must know how to manage the time. Example, I want to set an example. Those days when I was doing Amway, where I still have my own business. So to me, it's very limited time. So how I do it? I have to plan ahead whatever that is important to do, whatever is less important to do, but I put in the plan. Then I put in the Amway activity. Those activity is more important. I have to put first. Less important, secondary. So you have to do that. Example, I show you how I do it. When I was busy with my business, I used to meet people for business. But of course, that is the limited time for me to share about Amway. But of course, you cannot, when you doing your own business, then you talk about Amway, then will come. That is not good. People will run away because they don't know whether you are in Amway or you in the convention business. So what you need to do is you have to focus on your important thing first because you are in the business. Then you have a chance to share about a little bit about Amway concept. When they understand you are very focused in your own business, but yet you still have a business that for your future, they will buy your idea. When they buy your idea, this is the time management. How you plan to make him, to invite him. Then you have to manage that. You have to manage your time to schedule all this very well. Then, yes, you are very busy, but you still can achieve your own business target. You also can achieve whatever every goal you set. You are really can make it happen. This is time management. So another thing I want to share with you. We Chinese say now, I translate from Chinese. Don't be afraid to walk away from a sinking ship. When they sink, the ship is going to sink. Why you worry to walk away? But a lot of people make that mistake. They one time they see this prospect is very positive, very aggressive, but a lot of time people are positive and aggressive, but not necessarily they are very focused in the business. Maybe they are excited. That's why they're positive, they're very aggressive, but they are not focused in the business. So when you think they are positive, then you grab them, hold them tight. Actually, it not help you. You have to really have to serve them, but don't hold too tight because they are not there in focus on the business. So don't spend too much time on that, but you still have to follow up. That is why a lot of people make a mistake. Keep on hold a person that is going to sink. It's like the ship going to sink. You are holding that. So you have to really don't afraid to walk away from that sinking ship. But I'm not talking about you have to just simply walk away from people. But you know when you are in the business, you know which one is really you can put more time, put more effort. What they do, you know, because you do the right thing. You know what they do is wrong. What they do is right. That example, a lot of time they talk a lot, but never use product. When they talk a lot, but never attend a meeting. When they talk a lot, they never sell even a product. This is very positive people. Keep on talking about employee, but never focus in the business. This is something like a sinking ship. So why not you walk away? A lot of people hold that, and yet not successful. So I urge you, really put effort in your business and really manage your time well, and really it work. It work. It's a simple business. It not only can achieve your health goal, and also can really help you for your very financial freedom goal. It definitely can achieve that. I believe that you spend some time to learn about how to manage your time well. Even you are very tight schedule, but yes, you still can make it happen in any way. This is what I already did it. I overcome all these challenges, so that I'm willing to share with you. Thank you. Pass back to this Chin Chin.
Thank you, Diamond. Thank you. So everyone, let's give flower 888 flower to all the speakers and our Diamond on the closing speech. So before we end, I would like to share on one announcement again to remind everyone. Let me put up the slide here. Okay, so upcoming in a couple of months in July, 16 July, we have this rally. So Mike Kwan, he is a executive diamond in Malaysia. So we are going to have this function at this Buying Convention Center from 9 o'clock at 10 o'clock until 5 o'clock. So this rally, so Mike Kwan is actually he is a hawker a seller. He sells actually wonton noodle. He used to sell wonton noodles. His remarkable story has actually inspired a lot of people. So when he saw this business, the value of this salmon business, he actually finally see some of the light in the tunnel, over the tunnel, that he can actually walk away from his tiring business, the hawker selling business, which actually he actually spent a long working hours. He aimed for financial freedom. So he used 3 years to actually achieve that financial freedom, and now he actually has a secured life with his family. So we want to hear from him how he actually built the business, how he actually valued the business very much. So do join us. Please actually go back to your leaders and how to actually subscribe and register for this rally on July. We still have time, 16th of July on Sunday. So the price of the ticket right now is 135 ringgit. So it will be held in the KL Buying Convention Center. Okay, don't miss this chance. For I think ever since we have actually been locked down, so we have actually changing back to the physical. So it's on hybrid mode, some on online and some on physical. So let's join together on this rally. So with that, I think we will actually end tonight's session. Thank you everyone for this participation. Thank you. So we'll see you again next week. Thank you so much.
Hello.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, everyone. Good
I want
night.
to say something.
Diamond want to
Oh,
speak.
Diamond, yes, Diamond. Yeah, Diamond got something to say. Yes,
Yeah,
Diamond.
just now the function is Chinese, Mandarin, but if those are don't understand Mandarin, but they want us to translate in English, we have people to have to translate.
Like translation.
Ah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
the
thank you.
translation for the rally. Okay, it will be speak in Chinese. So there's a translation for that rally. Thank you.
Chin Chin,
So
one
thank you,
question.
everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.